position to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Anthony April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody can say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Nicky.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, us money in single. Parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy. 100 years back and forth. Jaros life didn't go up. Yahweh swole betray the labor. You can't call over to finish game. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, last quarter be the quarter, oh. But what on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the team got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping monk, the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only one talking say we are coming a road. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say they know for A.
Yama, when I'm feeling for yeah, just let Boga been poor in mess.
What they get it made them to answer. What they get it made them to answer.
What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. We tire, oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get a comment like Zaki.
We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, part of fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party in the asking when the train will go? But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all do back give up. But who think on the budget?
Like they see me and I think on CPP document.
The house are sending like Dylan and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country pie on us, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spread into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we amid these difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home land for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Sastown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Views are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberian will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bwaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bwaka because of
people living in alleyway. You remember?
Making comfortable because of a title. You see what he's doing?
They go and undermine.
You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia in front of gangsters. It's a lie.
To resist.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenant position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we're in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson said, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest. We went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million.
The people home down. They didn't say anything then because you were looking for the people vote. But here can Joseph Yima Bwaka, they don't say break it down. You see government, no empathy. So Joseph Yima Bwaka say he came to clean house. But the people house you can't clean, Mr. President, that the people that put you there. You making them homeless, you making them jobless, you creating avenue for you and under your people. And the poor people that put you there, you kick them out on the street. Does that make sense? My fellow Liberian, the only people that would say it makes sense, that people that oversee and living a better life. The only people that would say it makes sense that Delone, that get a senator job and get people that marry them. You will go to OKFM and tell them to break the people home down. Today, they don't say that the people giving them too much hard time for begging for money. And they are taking care of the people under the salary. Today we play. Oh, 2020, 2023, 2022, 6 years on job management. No. Nobody talk about alleyway because they don't need it to be senator. Unity Party needed to come back to government. Nobody talk about LTMI. No. No. You know how many people are homeless today? I'm speaking to you, my fellow Liberian in Radio Land, and those of you that are watching us. You know how much money you're sending back home because your people are homeless? Now they're about to lose their jobs. Who getting the jobs? Whose salary they increasing every day? Who making fat salary and brand new cars they are driving? These are our problems. And you are talking, say you coming back? Unity Party will win 2029? How? Who gonna vote for them? How? The yellow machine will bring you back? When the people ain't got nowhere to sleep, the yellow machine will sleep in? Somebody tell me, how would this happen? You'll keep the yellow machine for 2027, then you put it on the road. How would that? But I want to do it. We'll keep it for 2027 and they put it on the road. But how would this happen, my people? Let's talk straight talk now. Let's be fair. How would this happen? Can you imagine? Joel spotted it. He said, you don't do it. The people remove him. And Joseph Baga said, go and create a new land. So you kick them out. Then they don't kick and double down on it. They don't say, you're taking all of the other way. Rescue. But in 2029, you will go beyond those people and ask them to vote for you. You will be on the campaign trail and say, we fought for you. But the people will say, hey, we are sleeping on the street. We are displaying in our own home, in our own country. We are refugees. Hey, you fired me from Ministry of Transport. Hey, you gave my job to LTMI. Hey. On George Banner, we are. People are living in alleyway. You remember? Where they didn't break their homes down. Not like this. The Lord has said they will break the people home down. The Lord didn't say anything then because you were looking for the people vote. But here comes Joseph Yima Baka. They don't say break it down. You see government? No empathy. So Joseph Yima Baka say he came to clean house. But the people house you can't clean, Mr. President, that the people that put you there. You making them homeless. You making them jobless. You creating avenue for you and one of your people. And the poor people that put you there, you kick them out on the street. Does that make sense? My fellow Liberian, the only people that will say it makes sense, that people that oversee and living a better life. The only people that will say it makes sense that Delone, that get a senator job and get people that marry them. He will go to OKFM and tell us to break the people home down. Today, they don't say that the people giving them too much hard time for begging for money. And they are taking care of the people all of the salary. Today we play. Oh, 2020, 2023, 2022, 6 years on job management. No. Nobody talk about alleyway because they don't need it to be senator. Unity Party needed to come back to government. Nobody talk about LTMI. No. You know how many people are homeless today? I'm speaking to you, my fellow Liberian in Radio Land, and those of you that are watching us. You know how much money you're sending back home because your people are homeless? Now they're about to lose their jobs. Who getting the jobs? Whose salary they increasing every day? Who making fat salary and brand new cars they are driving? These are our problems. And you are talking, say you coming back? Unity Party will win 2029? How? Who gonna vote for them? How? The yellow machine will bring you back? When the people ain't got nowhere to sleep, the yellow machine will sleep in? Somebody tell me, how would this happen? You'll keep the yellow machine for 2027, then you put it on the road. How would that? But I want to do it. They'll keep it for 2027 and they put it on the road. But how would this happen, my people? Let's talk straight talk now. Let's be fair. How would this happen? Can you imagine? Joel spotted it. He said, you don't do it. The people remove him. And Joseph Baga said, go and create a new land. So you kick them out. Then they don't kick and double down on it. They don't say, you're taking all of the other way. Rescue. But in 2029, you will go beyond those people and ask them to vote for you. You will be on the campaign trail and say, we fought for you. But the people will say, hey, we are sleeping on the street. We are displaying in our own home, in our own country. We are refugees. Hey, you fired me from Ministry of Transport. Hey, you gave my job to LTMI. Hey. On George Banner, we are. People are living in alleyway. You remember? Where they didn't break their homes down. Not like this. The Lord has said they will break the people home down. The Lord didn't say anything then because you were looking for the people vote. But here comes Joseph Yima Baka. They don't say break it down. You see government? No empathy. So Joseph Yima Baka say he came to clean house. But the people house you can't clean, Mr. President, that the people that put you there. You making them homeless. You making them jobless. You creating avenue for you and one of your people. And the poor people that put you there, you kick them out on the street. Does that make sense? My fellow Liberian, the only people that will say it makes sense, that people that oversee and living a better life. The only people that will say it makes sense that Delone, that get a senator job and get people that marry them. He will go to OKFM and tell us to break the people home down. Today, They don't say that the people giving them too much hard time for begging for money, and they are taking care of the people all of the salary. Today we play. Oh, 2020, 2023, 2022, 6 years old job anywhere. No. Nobody talk about alleyway because they don't need it to be senator. Unity Party needed to come back to government. Nobody talk about LTMI. No. You know how many people are homeless today? I'm speaking to you, my fellow Liberian in Radio Land, and those of you that are watching us. You know how much money you're sending back home because your people are homeless? Now they're about to lose their jobs. Who getting the jobs? Whose salary they increasing every day? Who making fat salary and brand new cars they are driving? These are our problem. And you are talking, say you coming back? Unity Party will win 2029? How? Who gonna vote for them? How? The yellow machine will bring you back? When the people ain't got nowhere to sleep, the yellow machine will sleep in? If somebody tell me, how would this happen? You'll keep the yellow machine for 2027, then you put it on the road. How would that? But I want to do it. We'll keep it for 2027 and they put it on the road. But how would this happen, my people? Let's talk straight talk now. Let's be fair. How would this happen? Can you imagine? Joe spotted it. He said, you don't do it. The people remove him. And Joseph Boakai said, go and create a new land. So you kick them out. Then they don't kill and double down on it. They don't say, you're taking all of the other way. Rescue. But in 2029, you will go beyond those people and ask them to vote for you. You will be on the campaign trail and say, we fought for you. But the people will say, hey, we are sleeping on the street. We are displaying in our own home, in our own country. We are refugees. Hey, you fired me from Ministry of Transport. Hey, you gave my job to LTMI. Hey.
You know, we are right here on this already. How you doing? How's everything with you? I hope we are grateful to the Almighty God, all of us. Together we may be, but again we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of going out, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. Many of you came to class late, and so we can kick off the roster because we're almost at 8:30. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. So with God, all things are possible, and we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything. You know, God continues to guide us, protect us, lead us the best way He can, and He feels necessary, He feels worth it. So God is guiding us all step of the way. So we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything He continues to do for us, with us, and I'm happy that we are here together, doing what we can for our country, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. So with God, all things are possible. With God Almighty, all things are possible. Welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, nope, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain associated or that we accompany tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. That sorry carries no indication. It does not in any way means that indeed we regret our actions. Never do we regret it. And we are grateful to the Almighty God, and we thank God that we are all here together, working for our country. A lot of things are happening, especially in Liberia as we speak, and I will look at them. As a matter of fact, some of it will not talk because they are not strange at all. They are things that we knew could happen, and God has His own way. God has His own way of exposing people. So for me, I respect God, I love God, and I thank Him so much for everything He continues to do for us. You may not like me for that, but I am business. You have no better relationship with God than me. God loves me, and God is protecting me every day. So I'm grateful to the Almighty God for everything that we all share. With God, all things are possible. We always accept that. Whether you like it or not, you accept it. And as a God fed through, I'm talking so. As the God fed through, I give you talking so. Yeah, the God fed through there, I give you talking so. So we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So I just hit something up on your screen just now, and you are seeing it there. So it is a circular from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. You know, there is war being fought in the Middle East. And that war is practically because affecting all of the oil-rich countries. So in terms of transporting oil or the movement of their oil through the sea will become a serious challenge because there is high level of risk or suspicion on the sea as to who's there and doing what, because Iran and the rest of the other folks, they don't trust anybody who's on sea. So it can be anybody. So all commercial ships and that would tread the routes that are on high risk line in terms of receiving any bombardment or bomb on those routes, those ships are being told, or the owners of those ships are being told that these waters, no one dare enter in these areas. You don't have to travel there. We don't trust anybody. So as a result, if anything happens to you, just know it. So as a result, most of these shipping lines, the shipping industry is having serious challenge. And that could also affect rice. That could also affect rice. It depends on where our rice will come from, or where majority of our rice come from. Our majority of our rice, and could from there, but the main thing it will really affect is the petroleum products. And today, the government of Liberia, though on Monday, the government of Liberia said, despite what's happening, it was not going to affect petroleum prices because there is enough petroleum in the country. And that could take us, we shouldn't panic, but the whole region has enough petroleum that we can manage. And while waiting for these slow routes or the rerouting, and that will get petroleum products to other countries in whichever way. But whichever way it goes, you know, the more rates associated with the transportation of goods and services, it has an impact on the price of those goods. So it has an impact. It's not a normal route that you're using. So it has an impact on the prices. Because that's not the normal. In an abnormal way, you are trying to convey or trying to deliver goods or services somehow. In as much as it's in abnormal situations, the prices can be impacted. Cost can be impacted. Wages can be impacted. So that's what it is. So they said Monday, you know, everything they want to boast about it. And that's the problem I have with the Unity Party. I always told you people in the Unity Party that the kind of work that we did to sit on radio to tell you the truth when the Unity Party people were lying, were telling you the truth that this thing they're talking here is lie. Under normal and reasonable circumstances, there is nothing any government can do about this kind of thing. These are things that we're talking, but these people were just getting ready to get ready. Oh, the government heartless. The government heartless. Look at red price, just going up. The government heartless. The government this, that, here. No government would just want to do that. No government would just want to do that. If you see a government telling you, say, we'll bring red price down and knowing that they're not producing right, then that means on the rest, on the market, it's also affected there. It's not that the country itself, especially the country like Liberia, where we take power from to say we'll bring red price down, when we know that, how is it possible that you buy red expensive overseas and can sell it here cheap? How is it? That's why you don't have to brag with it, because you don't own it. It's not deliberate. It's not intentional. All the actions, the adjustments and things are not intentional, are not deliberate. Because intentional and deliberate acts are acts that you control. That's why you see in law, anytime they want to tie somebody to a crime, it must be something that you have control over. So a little child, right? And who doesn't know that maybe by throwing blow at somebody will hurt them? You can infer intentional act on that child. No. Because the child does not control their thinkings. They haven't reached maturity. They haven't been mature enough to control it. So that's what I told you, that if a child is 17 years old, 364 days or whatever before reaching 18, and you, man, when you did something to that child, they call it statutory rape. Statutory rape means that that child had not reached the age of consent. Whatever they tell you yes, that yes that they tell you, they don't control it. They are just telling you yes. So there's nothing like intentionally they have any sex with you. No, they didn't have any sex with you intentionally. Any child whom you go to, 17, 16, whatever, and they tell you, say, yes, I agree. That agreement, the law does not hold it because their intent had not really been mature yet for you to ascribe it to them, say they intentionally accepted. No. So you can't say they intentionally decided to have sex or something with. No. At that point, because intention is very key. It's deliberate. It's intentional. So having rice prices down is not intentional. Fuel prices or gas prices, they are not intentional. So as a result, no government will wake up to say, look, we want to exploit our people, blah, 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 blah. But you see, under the CDC, that was the case. But under the Unity Party, for them, and they were right. Monday, they were right. They have done their statistics. They are aware that indeed, whatever happened in the Middle East, they had not count time, and there was nothing closer to time to make any adjustment on the price. But because they wanted to exploit, or they want to exploit the Liberian people, Issaka Toure, I know Issaka Toure, or what thing Issaka Toure, the Aminata and Sons men, and that of I know Adara Sharif, the men who get connects, the men who have connects, because they don't want facilitated Joseph Boakai campaign something, they need their money them back. So they are using the Middle East crisis to say, whether we go or we come down, prices will go up. The Liberian people already aware that in the Middle East, blah, blah, blah will happen. So as a result, you're carrying the price up now. That's why they are carrying the price up now. They told you Monday that there was no basis of carrying the price up because, yes, it's true that they have sufficient petroleum that will take them for a lengthy time in our markets. But because these people want to steal, and they tell Joseph Boakai that when we carry the price up, then is your share that you will get from inside. So they went to him and told him that, look, chief, you need to add up the petroleum price. They are already aware that Middle East crisis, blah, blah, blah. So they can blame it on the Middle East crisis. They always pray for crisis to exploit people. That's the Unity Party trend. They like crisis. They use crisis to exploit people. Why you think they're doing all of these things, instability, police brutality? They want war. So that when war comes, they will use it as an excuse to exploit people. So that's how they operate. They talk, the mayor is something that without, why is it possible that in your house, you will sit down there and say, the waiting looking in the hoyer now? We need to worry, man. We'll get enough bag of rice that will be able to take up for the 3-4 5 more. And before that time, maybe the warrior war already. So as a result, then we in 3 days. Then you come out to the point and say, "Oh no, man, we're coming to carry the rice price." How is that? How did that one happen? Because somebody somewhere have said that, Papa, you're missing it big time. This is our time to make money. This is our time to raise the revenue. This is a time to eat good money, and that's why these people decided the big petroleum importers associated with the Boakai administration. Yeah, in fact, you remember petroleum and tin are political commodities. Those are political commodities. So they're able to tell anybody, say, look, carry it up and do this here and there. Remember, the rest of the other importers they have no voice in the market because of the new policy at the LPRC. So they have no voice in the market. So the only importers who have voice in the market are those importers who are very close to Boakai. And the Aminata and Sons and Connex heads. Those are the ones that are close to Joseph Boakai because they facilitated the bank road his campaign activity. So all those kind of things they associated with him. So it's obvious that you will find it like that. So there is a price now that you find that gasoline price has gone up. It never had to go up now. Fuel price had gone up. It never had to go up now because they assure us, and they were true about that, but they decided to change it in no time. And there was something my friend brother was reading Julius J about CNN analysis about 2022, 2021, and that of concerning the war in Ukraine versus here. They said CNN said the only reason the world will not be impacted by the market, by the market will not be impacted by the war so far because there is sufficient petroleum in the market already. So that kind of fast and sharp increase, you will not sense it. Unlike 2022, there was no petroleum in the market and nothing just came out abruptly. So CDC was under more stress at the time, but yet managed the petroleum crisis. The Unity Party is under no stress. International bodies are doing their analysis that we don't expect any sharp increase as so fast because there's enough petroleum yet. That is why your government came to you on Monday and told you that we're not able to carry price up. Now, you don't worry, that Middle East something. What we think? Our gas price as it is, we don't have issue. They now decide to go say, Papa, our time for all to make money. So the new price now they are saying to you is this, right? They are now telling you that at the rate or the US rate of 187. So they said the new price of gasoline. This is from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Gasoline price and PMS, right? So they said it is what $3.74. So in that the retail price. Let me forget about that. Let me forget about the wholesale. Let me come to the retail price. The one that has to do with you and myself. So the retail price that we used to have buying it at let me see how much is it now. Oh, $4.02. So now it is $7.50. Right? So you see how they add it up. So $910 for fuel. You see what fuel going to now? How much I used to buy fuel? Right? So $7.25 used to be for gas at the pump, LD now, and I think the fuel used to be somewhere around maybe 8 something, but now it's gone to $9.10. So they carry the price up very high. So if the price did not go anywhere yet, they carry the price all like this. One more, if the real shortage hit the market, what would they do? So your government is exploiting you. We know about the Middle East crisis. Go check anywhere now. Go do the analysis. You will get to know that someone is behind this and someone is trying to use this crisis to benefit something, and as a Unity Party, and that's their trademark. That's what they normally do. That's what they always do. Because Monday they told you, you think the government have statistics? They have it. Monday they told you that nobody should worry. You don't panic. You go over your gas sale. You don't hold anything. Where they go get enough to supply the market. They told you that on Monday. Today, and they tell you, say, we carry the price up. Somebody somewhere is chopping something. Because they say, we can't let the crisis pass without us. You know, and in fact, Joe Cooper is telling me that from the United States of America, that here in America, fuel price is still the same. Yes. The CNN did a full analysis. They said there's no reason why fuel prices will go up now. Because there's enough fuel supplied on the market. The CNN the world over. Right? There's enough on the market. So you will not find the impact of the whole war thing so much affecting the market now. So you see what they are doing now? They knew it. And they said that on Monday. They too also concord with CNN and other analysts or economists the world over. But how come now today now they change it? They say they put it because somebody want to steal. They want to suffer you. They always use this crisis. Look, when you see JMB doing everything, protest here and that to make the country to look unstable so that they will use it as crisis to benefit. These people, they are crisis. They don't even want to manage crisis, but they like to benefit from crisis. Their fuel price, it was not necessary. It ain't got nothing to do with war. That stealing is stealing from you, so it ain't got nothing to do with Middle East. That roguish thing that they own here, so that's also stealing they're doing to you. We had necessary increments on we are, and we have managed some of those increments. The COVID-19, it was necessary. The world over, prices could be impacted. You could see it. Right? Yeah. So why are they using the Middle East something to come steal from you so early? And they tell you, say, oh, they think the Middle East something. Oh. So, you know, everybody know about the Middle East something here. Everybody know about they marry you something. So if you have no way to carry all your life to yourself, we got to carry up. Carry up for what? You don't just carry up. Shall wash it, and you will see they will carry up again. They're stealing the people they on. They will continue to exploit you people. Because they say when water dry, fish. So what place you get money in the country? No money in the country already. So they're looking for no investors coming. They're looking for it. And they will get it from you. No investors coming, they will suck it out of you. That's what it is. These guys are rogue. Look at the other thing about what I discovered today again. After they force it about the traffic management thing, see the kind of plate that traffic management giving to the people. That they play bad deal, that the back of the play deal. They went, they took the hardcore something them from right here. Plate, lesson plate them, far lesson plate that we're getting in recent days. Now that they say they're doing business with their traffic management, I will go for some other. Now that they're doing it with their traffic management, see the kind of plate. They go to the garage. They took the kind of plate then. You see what they do? They drill it, look beyond the place. You see the plate, the lesson plate. Let me show the front part. That the traffic management lesson plate deal. That lesson plate you paying all your money for. You pay good money, $250 United States dollars for lesson plate, and $190 for lesson plate, $275 for lesson plate. That the kind of lesson plate they are giving you. They just went to the garage and grabbed iron and those steel, those meter there. They went, they cut it, they put it together, they paint on it, and this is what they are giving you. The value for money that it is. So Joseph Boakai and his people, they are complete rogues. There is a front of the lesson plate. That the lesson plate here so. The lesson plate here so. A lesson plate here. The back of it, that I just show you that the lesson plate there at the front there. That the back I show you at the front there. See the lesson plate. They just tell you they put paint on it. You know, we can do it. I tested something there, man. I'm picking something, woman can do that thing. So they can just put it there. That they play there so. That they play they giving you. Criminal people. That they cannot play they giving you. Where they just go right here to the garage. They took all kinds of plate from there. They brought it. They gave it to you. That it there so. They're facing fast to give to you. Yeah. I am telling you. These people are stealing from you and they will continue to steal. These people are rogues and they will continue to steal. And we are saying it. Look, we are not missing our words because there is evidence. Is it not the plate? Does the plate resemble anything quality? No, it's not a quality plate. No. The same meter then I can get now that I can face. I know you can face your what in a way to face gate them or what they call them way. The one they want to grab the shape like this. The back, now I show you the same plate here. They play you see how they got the paint on it. You see how the paint looks like on it? That's the rescue government here. This is how the paint looks like on it. And they play it here so. Yeah, they play it here. So there's the back of the plate. I told you. There is a back. The front there I show you. There is the back of the plate. So you seen it? Right? Yeah. So that's what you get. So gap going up, lesson plate, they grab something from in the corner, they bring it, you pay a big money for it, nothing, you go put it on it. So why we can just pin our own lesson plate and then be what it got, because I guess I'm picking it around who can face good lesson plate for me, and then just pin it and put something on it and whatever it is. That's all we can do, and of course we can get a good lesson plate. Yeah. That's it. Anyway, that all we just tell you. You know, some of these things we are saying, we're not saying it because we hate Joseph Boakai. I always told you people. We are exposing these things. Because for their own, they said it with no evidence. This time we are saying ours with evidence. This means there is no malice. Because truth is a defense in defamation, right? They say in defamation, if you think someone defame your reputation, truth is the strongest defense in defamation. So let's agree somebody took money and carry here and there. Like, oh, if you saw you down there, you are a womanizer, blah, blah, blah. One, it is true that I am a womanizer, though you carry money all over around. Yes, that's true. That but me being a womanizer is a defense by itself. Though my character is defamed, but that defamation is backed by the evidence you gather that indeed I am a womanizer. So I cannot make claims. You cannot be held liable. Truth is a defense in defamation. You can talk a nasty thing about every year, and then once it is true, every say you spoil a name. Once it is true that it happened, forget it. You are free. You are free. That truth is a defense. So for some of us, we believe in it. That indeed truth will be the defense for us. So Bogana also spoil our government in here, but is it not true? So truth is about own defense. You may say we're defaming your name or this, that, here, and there, but once it is true, it is true. So you got ready, you went out there, you said the bishop loving to 3, 4, 5 girls in the church. Though the title bishop, you spoil the bishop name, people will not respect the bishop again, blah, blah, blah. Bishop takes you to court. Bishop takes you to court for defamation of character. For you to pay maybe 5.2 million in damages for defaming his name. But luckily for you, you have 2 girls that the bishop has slept with. The moment the 2 girls come up, testify, show text messages between they and the bishop, you are free. That's truth. You are free. Though the bishop name is defamed, but it is not a lie. There is no malice in it. It's true. You are free. Though his name is defamed, but his own conduct is what I defame his name. Truth is a defense. Oh, you don't know all about it, eh? I'm telling you. So that's why you see some of us, we believe in the truth and will tell the truth, and that's all we can say. We will not lie on this government. Joseph Boga is an old man. I will not lie on. I will talk true about him, and I will talk it with harsh. I will talk it the harsh and hard way. That's it. So that's why you people say, "Oh, you're hurting him," but no. I will say it the hard and harsh way. Because the way he is proceeding is not fair. And we appreciate all of you. Today, the Papa went for cabinet meeting. And we are now coming to now. So the Papa went for cabinet meeting. In a cabinet meeting, when I tell you, say, Joseph Boaka is aware of every corrupt thing that going on in this country. I can say, oh, the Papa, people spoiling the Papa name. Nobody spoiling any Papa name. Papa is intentional and deliberate about anything that happened. Today again, Joseph Boaka just signed another executive order, issued another executive order to resurrect the Nimba land dispute because God not giving new land. They're going for that land there in Nimba County. The Muslim people and the Gio people and Mano people say I'm gonna get their land, or the Muslim people say they don't want to get the land. Joseph Boga now we got that whole land business again. That land dispute, no new land. God not creating any new land. Joseph Boga not taking in our resurrect. They coming for you in Nimba County. The demolition are going on in Moserado County here. Nimba County, your own coming. We're coming for you. And all of you, the moment a committee does a report and say you get the people land, all the yellow machine that you are celebrating here and there will just send huge consignment of the yellow machine straight to Nimba County. You go check our e-mansion website. Joseph Boaka have reconstituted, issued an executive order reconstituting the Nimba land dispute something because God not creating new land. God not bringing any new land. All the people land there, what they call it, the way the country, they will be here for all kind of deal. The people already get yellow machine, so you get time for demolition. It will not cause you any problem, right? So they're coming for you. You're in Nimba County, they're coming for you. And we'll be talking again. Hey, Nimba people, you can say, oh, Abraham, who told you I speak manner good? The only thing I can't understand like you. I speak. Look, we have a deep background with Nimba County. Our parents, if you check, we are along the border side of Bon County. That's what my father used to be. So when war even came during the course of the war, we even went there and played war. I can speak everything. I am on the Bayamba origin. Yeah. So the origin is just there. So whether you like it or not, that's why you see every other time you see things. Look, we are one. Joseph Boaka now resurrect Nimba land dispute. He gone for it now. That thing that Musa Benete then struggle on. Eli made Benete the chair. They came up with all kinds of things. That era is a dispute between the Nimba people, the Mano and Gio people, and the Muslims, the Mandingo. They want to call people. Joseph Boga now bring that whole thing back again and say, Ghana creating new land. People who get their land, they go take. Now, Nimba come and witness their own demolition processes, especially in a Ganta belt. Right? We are getting there. And the Papa did it. You know, the people know that the Papa just clearing people now. So as a result, the Papa, you yourself, you just said recently that Ghana will get a new land. So our land that will get in Nimba County that have been prolonged, Papa, we want for you to please make sure that we get our land number. Thank God you get yellow machine here that will be able to bulldoze and destroy that whole thing, no problem. And the place will get in now. So that all the information I just want to get your Nimba County people that you no trouble that coming, you get ready. Those of you in Ganta and they surrounding, and you think you own property down there, and that property are being disputed, and you think you own it. The rare owner they're coming for a JMB bringing in. All they coming clear their property there from you. So Nimba owner demolition process, process where we will start. And we'll be here doing commentary on that one there. Yeah, we'll do commentary on that one there. God creating a new land. JMP going for the people in the land to give it to them. The Lord of the law. And the problem I get with JMB with the Lord of the law, people may not understand. But tomorrow I will deal with that. Let me come to JMB cabinet meeting today, which is very important. So today, our president had his cabinet meeting. Every day the old man goes to cabinet meeting, he's going there angry nowadays. Very, very angry nowadays. And then I get to ask question, why is he so angry always? The Babe goes to the cabinet meeting and sounds as if he's overwhelmed and disrespected by his people, and all kinds of things are happening. And knowing that he himself, he is not performing, he's looking for means to shift blames on people, knowing that he himself, JMB, our preso, is not performing, and he will shift those blames on those people in the cabinet meeting. Today, I captured 2 statements from him. The other part of it, will laugh. They will be brave. They say when you pastor, you're in a church and you know you're fornicating, don't preach on fornication. It's an affront to God. Because you know you're fornicating, don't preach. If you know you're in a business of adultery, you are married, and then you're doing SYZ, don't do it. Don't preach on it. Leave it. They say you must practice what you preach. They say he who comes with equity must come with clean hands. They say clear the coal from your eye before you point to another person. These are all principles that you cannot just bend easily. So let's start with the funny one first. So JMB is talking about the commerce ministry. And he said he's even misplacing everything he has addressed to the commerce ministry. He talk about, we not hear about chicken feed, we use to produce chicken in here, blah, 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 all the kind of thing. When you talk about production, it falls under agriculture. The commerce ministry is only there to control what comes out of the produce in a market. The agriculture ministry is responsible for the JMB. You know it. They are the one that deal with all the agro-sort and blah, 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 piggery and fishery, all the things, blah, 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 falls on agriculture. Right? So they are all branches of breeding, right? So let's leave that. Yo, listen to him on what I'm talking about. So JMB talks about that, and then he goes in front and said the commerce minister or the commerce ministry is not really working very hard. That's why JMB decided to appoint the vice president and to go and help and deal with prices here and there. He denigrated the lady right there. That you are not performing, that's what I said about tax. Force the vice president to oversee the prices of products. Right? Good. So the prices of products not working. Things are not what they call. They thought that they brought rice price down. They thought that they brought flour price down. They thought that they brought the other one down in our holding. They can't feel the impact. And of course, Liberians are still crowding. Liberian people are still complaining. So all of those are known to him as a known fact. Burger passes around in the communities. He's not being appreciated by Liberians because he does not deserve any appreciation from them. So Bwaka goes on to latch at the Commerce Ministry. But guess one funny thing he said, which of course we'll look at. He said, there's a word he calls it, and what is it? Hearing inflation. Hearing inflation. You captured this because he about to speak you. He had about to play you. Bwaka talked something about hearing inflation. Now, hearing inflation, according to him, that his definition, is for you to make flour, and you know that the pepper or the flour, the thing that's supposed to make the flour to look good, they're not there, but you just made the flour to look like all the ingredients are there. That hearing inflation, that his definition. Or you want to sell color, then you put enough yeast inside to just make it low pump, knowing that color, that flavor there, that's also air inside, that hearing inflation. So Bwaka definition of hearing inflation, I want for you to capture that part first. But let's listen to his speech and let's listen to what he said to the Commerce Minister today. Then I will be able to get to you and talk about that hearing inflation tab. Then we talk about other issues that Bwaka himself is caught up in as it relates to the
country that used to produce chickens. And some of these chickens bringing hearts of this and that. We are not here to throw away things to our people. The Ministry of Commerce has a lot to do, and I'm saying that, I'm not emphasizing it. Our ministry has a lot to do in terms of food products that come to this country. I see a lot of our friends, they are kind. Oh, when Christmas comes, take chicken. So that ministry, we have to get forceful. They got to work and make sure that the Liberians get the products that are consumable, products that are quality. It's not a dumping ground. And so if we haven't been doing it, let's know the importance of that ministry, the economy. Of course, we've been able to the committee headed by the VP to reduce prices, because a lot of things have been going wrong in our place that people just producing. The business people are ahead of us. They're very smart. It's what they call hearing inflation. You can do it in many ways. You can make toilet tissue look big, but it's not properly compact. I mean, you can cut down the quantity of perfume in the soap. It's still hitting inflation. You think you're paying for the thing, but not the same thing you're paying. We have to be able to stand to make sure that we get quality for the tissue, look big. It's what they call hitting inflation.
So y'all listen to me. Students, I'd like for you to be part of this class. And the problem I get with you people, I'd like for you to think, the kind of class here that we're in, the Jesus Christ method of teaching, now what we're in here. So Jesus Christ alone was not just teaching. So now you put it to the disciple, they have to get their own explanation about the lecture or the lesson. When you're here, Joseph Bwaka talking about, let's first listen to him again about the hearing inflation. Then I want you to take Joseph Bwaka way back. Did Joseph Bwaka in any time of his life, as per his definition of hearing inflation, did he carry out any hearing inflation in his entire life before? If so, please state and where, at what time. That question I just gave you just now, that one question there, you will go with it, because the question I will not answer it tonight. If you try, I will not answer it tonight. I won't answer it. Did Joseph Bwaka ever, by virtue of his definition of hearing inflation, did he actually carry out any act of hearing inflation in his entire life? If so, where, when, how, who he did it to? That Bwaka definition of hearing inflation, who You see the kind of question that they kind of tangle question they can go for so now 50 points. Because again, A, B, C, D, you answer the who, you answer the where, you answer the data, all the one answer. So the question I'm asking here did Bwaka ever carry out any act of hairy inflation by virtue of his definition? If so, God. This country is a very interesting country. Joseph Bwaka today to talk about hairy inflation. Yeah? Let's listen to a definition of hairy inflation while you people are finding answers, and I will answer it along with you people so that we know what was that out of hairy inflation that Joseph Bwaka carried on. When, how, and who did he do it to? That a hairy inflation thing that we're talking about so now. Because he won't give me a definition of hairy inflation. Anybody who bring anything to me that does not represent according to Joseph Bwaka definition, don't bring out your hairy inflation attitude to me here. So let us let's listen to it.
They're very smart.
They are smart. Yeah, you just say you're smart. You say the business people are smart. He Joseph Bwaka is very smart.
The business people are ahead of us. They're very smart.
You want to do business before. But let's agree that Joseph Bwaka himself want to go do business before he alive. Because for you to be involved in hairy inflation, you must have carried out business. Joseph Bwaka went to do business one time in his life. So let's understand. What did he do there as it relates to hairy inflation?
That's what they call hairy inflation.
Okay.
You can do it in many ways.
Okay.
You can make toilet tissue look big, but it's not properly compact, and then you can cut down the quantity of perfume in the soap. It's still hitting inflation. You think you're paying for the thing, but not the same thing you're paying. We have to be able to tend to.
So, Bwaka is an hairy inflation businessman. Bwaka, you see, this country, oh God, no wonder the papa is a complete opposite of himself. But let me try to go through some of the answers from Fred Nimble says, yes, the pepper cola. Okay, pepper cola, no, you miss it, you fail a big time. And Dauda Vani Sherif says he fed a goat with salt and sold it to a fuller man. Yes, that's hairy inflation. Wata Boma also said a good story. Yes, that's hairy inflation. The question is where, when, how, and who he did it to. All the one will be inside the answer. They will know you really know the answer for true, right? So and apply here says the same goat with the hair in it, and he said it with what? With the head in it to fuller man. I will do some corrections, and of course, I deduct some points for you. Charles Bosley said yes. He gave his sick goat salt water to make it low fat. That was hairy inflation. Amara Jala Kamara says yes, Bwaka did. He gave salt water to goat and then sold it to the fuller man. Certainly. He Bwaka he said all the thing that they put talking. Peres Slobo said the goat he gave salt water to the fuller man and sold it is the hairy inflation that we're talking about. Several of you here getting the answers, and of course Emmanuel Kennedy joins in as well and says that by giving a goat salt water, Ba Pape talking about hairy inflation. So Bwaka himself is involved into hairy inflation. That is the terrible thing Joseph Bwaka giving you today. He made you people to think that the rescue tree was full of roses. The rescue tree was full of good things. The rescue tree was full of hearts of the Liberian people. He sold it to you people. And that was hairy inflation politically. He is a hairy inflation specialist. The same way he poured salt, water, stuff it in a sick goat, made it fat to sell it to the fuller people. That the same way he sold his entire rescue mission to you people, your body today, and hairy inflation is affecting you people. Then he's sitting there at cabinet meeting and saying that hairy inflation is to put tissue. Then you put a tissue on the side, you put it on the side, that hairy inflation. Then you get ready, you say the put you, Joseph Bwaka, you yourself, you and your Unity Party folks, you are total hairy inflation people. Person like you, that is what you did. You made it. You the people to think that you were providing jobs. Today, What you made to seem attractive to them, you lied to them. You told them that you are going to be riding wheelbarrow to go to mansion. Today, where are you? Hating inflation. You lied to them. You told them that no kids were going to be selling in the streets anymore, and you are going to provide opportunity for them. Hating inflation. You lied to them. Do you know why you're talking there? Then you talk about produce, the market, they are smart. You yourself, you smart too. Because you fooled the Liberian people, made them to think that you're going to poor man, that you don't have materiality, blah, blah, blah. See the mansion duplexes and think then that you own it for yourself. Hating inflation. That's your definition I'm using. Nothing else. Or hiding inflation or hating inflation. I don't know. But whether hiding inflation or hating inflation, whatever it is, it's up to you. JMB. You yourself, you are hating inflation. And I can tell you that's quite it. You see, some of the things we talk here, we talk it, and then we know why we say it. We are very grateful to the Almighty God that you are saying these things. The kind of way you deceive people, because what you're saying that the market people are doing is to deceive people. To deceive people. That is it. Right? So that's your definition of hating inflation. You yourself, you are hating inflation. To the Liberian people. Because you lied to them. You gave them a package that appeared to be good, only to know that there is nothing inside. Hating inflation. That's your definition. You just said it, and I'm just trying to place you right there. You see who you are? Then you come here saying these kind of things. You Joseph Burger. That is not all. You brought bosses to this country. You made a bosses to think that are new bosses you brought to this country, not in our old bosses you rebranded. So they come straight, they start laying one side, going all around. Now hitting inflation there. You Joseph Burger now hitting inflation. You Joseph Burger now hitting inflation. Now you there. Then you there talking about the market people smart, hitting inflation here and there. You brought trucks that we thought were brand new trucks. When we go look at the truck, then the tire, then whatever it is, the Grand Basel County, that's also rotten truck. Then you brought now hitting inflation there. Your entire government, including yourself, all of you're involved into hitting inflation as per your definition. And that is bad. GMB, that is bad. And I'm one person, you know, yeah, the old man. You say hitting inflation can happen in several other ways. Hitting inflation. Right? Yeah. That's it. Reducing the volume of things here and there. Yes, you are right. That's the definition. But the place you are placing it, you fit. It suits you as well. And that's you, JMB. We know that. Then, he doesn't stop there. Today, again, the same cabinet meeting. And thanks to Cool, that a video I'm trying to subscribe to here and play. And to Cool. Today, in the cabinet meeting again, he went and started threatening Seli Taro. And said that when we agree to something, and or we agree to it, and then you know why he was making direct reference to that. Do you know that anytime came the Seritaro, everyone, the police, all of them were on traffic management, sir. Then anytime came against Seritaro when instructed MDNC and say, you know what, go for lesson plates and bring them. And he authorized the directors and all of them. They had a new lesson plates when he was brought in country. They said nobody must go to traffic management again. It was a breach of the agreement that he, Seritalo, Joe Burger then had. You know, Joe Burger is somebody who's involved into criminalities. Let me put it that way. Right? So they had agreed to finger a document bearing Weir's signature and then impose it on the Liberian people through the traffic management. Seli Taro at one point in time came to his senses and said, no, the transport ministry that I had is gone. I will have no authority anymore. I'm losing everything. So he decided to say, no, we'll have to protect it. Seli Taro is in line with Double Jara. The LRA does not want that to happen. They are the revenue generating company of the country. Joseph Burger is not listening to Double Jara. in as much as revenues will be generated by traffic management and directly placed into the pockets of Joseph Boaka, his children, his wife. They don't care about what revenue goes to LRA. They don't have time for that. So what Selitalo did, he saw it as an affront. And I told you people before that when Joseph Boaka returned to the country and Selitalo went there, Joseph Boaka called a speech from Selitalo. And Selitalo had to go to Katumu Boakai. When he went to Katumu Boakai, you know what Katumu Boakai said? Katumu Boakai said, but you don't know, BA Mountain, our early company that she brought here. Today she our children are living on it. And the traffic management, you know, me, my husband, our children and our company that will live on here. George, we are not getting none of those things. Could you imagine that? George Weah does not have any company that he's tied to in this country. So Katumu Boakai told Selitalo that I will talk to the pape, but you got to reverse that your decision there. That why you saw Selitalo came back. So in the cabinet meeting today, he was signing that as a caveat to everyone else there that if we agree to things in meeting, and then you leave from there, you determine you going because you were ready to sack Selitalo. Selitalo had to go to the wife, and the wife had to say, you know that our Pepe Bush there, you know that the place will be getting our eating them from Ellen Gore, in BA Martin, that the place they getting their sending them from. Then our there you want to come what they call? George Weah did not do. The woman herself said that. She said, George Weah, but Ellen did the same thing. So if you were doing the same thing, what a big deal. Everybody should get somebody for their retirement. Then you want to come disturb that? Not because you and myself from the same country, but I will talk to him, but you got to go change. That how you saw Selitalo someone sorting. This is what he said today in relation to that. Listen to this.
We sit down and agree on something. If you have disagreement, say it right there. But we cannot agree on something and you go and undermine it. We find out you go. We are running a government. And if we don't know this country is one of the most difficult, this country had gone through a lot. The Liberian people, one country is one of the government. And if we don't know this country is one of the most difficult,
So you're listening to that part, right? Yeah. So you're listening to it now, right? So let's go back there so that you get that part, and I will try to stress on it. That's the part. Okay.
And if we don't know this country is one of the most difficult, this country had gone through a lot.
Okay.
The Liberian people want results.
Okay. So you listen to that, right? So he talked about the Selitalo issue, blasted Selitalo, which of course we saw that already. Now, he came now to the point of acknowledgement that a country is most difficult. When Boaka got to know that a country is most difficult, when he got to know that this country, Liberia, is most difficult, when did Boaka, you're asking the question, you're asking United Party folks, when did Boaka get to know that the country is most difficult? When? Blasting as a Selitalo because undermining their future interest or their family interest, what they call. When did Boaka get to know? He said it, not me. This is Boaka saying it here, that this country is most difficult.
And if we don't know this country is one of the most difficult, this country had gone through.
You see that? It's one of the most difficult. Today, Boaka is telling us that this country is most difficult. When did he get to know? I wanted to say, look, you see, this country, you saw, The papa can sit down and throw words at you people. The country is difficult. The country is hard. The country this, that. Thank God they are confessing to it. Thank God. These things are not coming from our mouths. It's Bwaka himself. This country is most difficult. The people need results. Up to date, in 3 years, you are still crying on results. 3 years we have gone now, no result. They gave you the first 100 days, no result. They gave you additional 100 days, no result. 3 years now going, you still talking about the country is more difficult. 3 years, you still talking about difficulty. And then you're talking about this country is most difficult. You didn't know it was most difficult. You think that work that George we were doing was easy job? It didn't even take you 2 months. You started complaining how like people are begging business. Everywhere you pass, people begging. If then you won the election, your deception started that day. When they asked you the question, now you are announced as winner, what were you doing? Say, we'll now review what making the team prices to go up. So you didn't know at the time you were criticizing what made team prices to go up at the time, Joseph Bogai? It's like the CDC criticizing Unity Party today and say, oh, you're doing traffic management, blah, blah, blah. Tomorrow the CDC comes to power. Then they ask question, what will you now do with the traffic management deal? CDC will say, we'll see why is it that the traffic management deal is necessary. You must change your talk on that when you know that the traffic management deal is fingered. If they ask George via that question, 2030, they ask him, Liberians are crying about this traffic management here and there. Now that you have won, what will you do with the traffic management? Then George will say, we'll review the traffic management and see why they are going on with their contract. That kind of thing that if people listen to it from George, they will take it serious. They were taking serious? No. They would never take it serious. Because George Weah can be condemning traffic management, becomes president, then they ask him about the very traffic management, he changes his tongue and says something entirely different. That's bad. That is what Joseph Boga did from day one. From that day, he did that thing and knew that people were going to be deceptive. Even up to date, we are in 3 years, and Papa is still looking for blame to be thrown in our comrade ministry, secretary. Every cabinet meeting that Papa goes to now, so blame, he will be throwing. You still blaming comrade ministry when you gave it to your vice president to handle? That today, that eating prices and people, what they call people need good product, this, that, here, and there. What kind of rotten chicken feed you used to be eating down there? Did you really care about products and management? Did you think about quality and control? The very year you are living was dirty, were not clean. So as a result, what is the quality of life that you are living? You care about quality and control of life. Your life, your status in society, for you to turn to beggar. You lost quality. You lose everything at the time. Did you care about quality and control? That now you're talking about, they post it, they bring it right in, now you have a chicken, or this, that, yeah, blah, blah, blah. No problem. You, Joseph Bogai. Sometimes when a woman is talking, sometimes you will say, oh, maybe no, this, that, yeah, no. It's good we checkmate these errors. For too long, they've lied to us. They deceived us. It's now time for us to stand up to them, telling them that we are no longer fools. We are not fools. We know our rights. We know what we stand for. We know what we expect of you as our leaders. And we're not going to mince our words on them, no. So Boga is looking for blame everywhere, shifting it, doing this one here and there. And that was the question I was asking these people. I said, look, the traffic management thing, your claim that, oh, there's that, all we are thinking that he ever did, Boga undid everything. Boga is on doing this, Boga is on doing this, on doing this. All the 10 new positions that we have, Boga on do everything. So now, it is only this traffic management thing that is even as bad as it is. Boga is still holding on with it. For honor we are. You think the traffic management, they will kind of hit If money were not in the traffic management team, the kind of hit Bwaga get for we are, you don't think Bwaga will make or break on this thing here? If money were not in it for him, he would have said, look, we are passed or bad law, and we're not going to allow the traffic management team to go on. Bwaga has violated every laws in this country. You think he want to violate one for the sake of the Liberian people? If he feels that the people crying, his own transport ministry people crying, the people who violated every laws, why he can violate? Let's agree. His people have advised him from the Senate, the security implication. Nobody he's not listening to. He's violating everything. So when it comes, the very Supreme Court, when it comes to certain ruling of the Supreme Court and in favor of Joseph Bwaga, then the law is the law. Chris Dubenya, that man passing around here to the front page, Africa carried a story say, defying the Supreme Court. Bwaga does not respect opinions of the Supreme Court when it's against him. He only respects those opinions when it's in favor of him. The same Bwaga people houses, they are breaking it down. CDC party headquarters are breaking it down. He said the court has spoken. Today, Chris Dubenya, the man is being told by the Supreme Court that he should go back to work. Joseph Bwaga should pull him back. Today, Joseph Bwaga is not listening to that other opinion because it's against him. You're listening to that? You think, is it a sincere president? Is it a man of integrity that you can be talking about? That kind of man you call man of integrity? Who cherry picks? Anything in favor of him is good. Anything in favor of other people is bad. Is that the kind of man, that the kind of president you have now? Am I lying about him? You tell me what I'm lying about, what I'm saying. You tell me. Anything Joseph Bwaga feels good is the law. Anything Bwaga does not see good is no law. Even when it is the law, is no law. He does not respect the judiciary. When it comes down with any decision that is against him, he does not respect them. When it gets in favor of him, he's fast tracking it. He's looking for police everywhere to go break down people's area. But when it goes against his Joseph Bwaga, no. Is this the kind of man of integrity you people were talking about? Anyway, a hint to the wise is quite sufficient. You know, for me, I will always say these things to open your eyes. To x-ray this old man every step, every day. The same way the pastors are x-raying demon every day and telling you the lapses of the demon, the tricks of the demon, all the trickery thing that the demon can do. They are the same time preaching Jesus Christ. So every time I will critique him, then I tell you about George Weah. I critiquing, I talk about George Weah. Joseph Bwaga is the demon in this case. George Weah is Christ in this case. Case closed. I don't owe anybody any apology for that. Facts. So that's it. Let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. And I get time for how you feel, how you think about it. It's up to you people. Because with God, all things are possible. And I will continue to do what I can for the Liberian people. Because, you know, people like you're just full of all kinds of things. Oh, they go. Oh, AB then do they want. AB then do they want. What did AB do? AB get time for you people. I'm begging you. You're not here for nothing. What are you going? Your kind of your business. Because I want to know about you. When be telling your thing, oh, AB do they want. AB not go do they want. AB not go do they want. And I do nothing. Nothing. But we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So let's get to the lines and interact with our callers. We are right here on this very day, and we are certainly getting there, and we will get there. And with God, all things are possible. So let's get there. Let's get there. Let's get there. We are getting there. Oh God, this country is an interesting country. We are certainly getting there, and we will get there. Whether you like it or not, we will get there. Oh, a lot of things are playing. I'm not getting the feed from a computer. The computer. So we're certainly getting there. So we'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are certainly getting there. All right. So let's get to the lines and interact with your callers right here on this very day. The first caller right here. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you. This is when?
This is Oscar Zimmer calling from Compassion Nimba County.
My man, your land dispute will soon be settled. Joseph Bwaga coming.
Joseph Bwaga coming? That liar. He came with that 419C to take over the country. Maybe you say, oh, it baffled me for a man who was looking for a position in the country to become president of the country. Said like brings that everything when it comes to presidency, everything going to be bread and butter. And today we are seeing that in a cabinet retreat, telling people say this country is very difficult to deal with. So you tell Liberians that when you're coming to leadership, what you told us, it was just lying to us. You know that the economy of this country is in the hands of foreign nationals. That today he's sending a community that the vice president should take over and see how best to make things to be good in this country. So when you are coming to leadership, all what you are running campaign on, that President Weah has fought everything. When you can't go to put McCartney in the place and face it, we're going to 3 years now. What is facing? Everything has gone bad. So we Liberians, mostly we the Nimbanians, because we're going to be full. Some of that expression you say again, Nimba, because we can look at people and tell or something. We can look after the man. We have to that everything will be bread and butter in our interest, and then we take decisions. And then the decision affects all of us. Maybe look at today that we're living in Ganta here. The street of Ganta, 80% of the business or 20% of the business people are here, they are foreign nationals. Like the Indian and Pakistani, they are taking the economy from our hand, and we have been told that they were brought in by some official of government. Wow. So they are interested in Liberia. When they get their money to Liberia to make business, they can spend their money. They are live in the country for the president of the country to come and tell the cabinet minister that the country to deal with this country is very hard. So for the 2 years being in government, you don't have the experience to make things a bit bread and butter in this country. They come in crying today, but go out there. You know that when you ask devil can get to you. So the devil is working.
Okay.
Thank God.
Oscar, thank you so much. Let's get on to the next caller. How are you doing?
Good evening.
Yeah.
AB.
Yeah.
Good evening to you in studio.
Yeah.
AB, anyway, my name is Yonke Yongagbe Gonkano. I call you this evening from the Kemen community, Gompa City.
Wow. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, but AB, you see, I'm very, very happy about the president.
Mm-hmm.
When I say I'm happy, the way we demand jubilated and celebrated the president, and they bring in a yellow machine here, the first demonstration of the machine, a coming cancer. Yeah, it's fun. It's very fun. Let it bring a machine. Let it bring a machine and the money their houses and they display citizens for that Gandor, Center Gandor. Me and know they can't Gandor for room. I'll be my man around to rent it to them. That the book government for the 2 year experience, maybe you are one of my best journalists in the world, my brother. I very next.
Thank
when
you.
I listen to your people, but when I call you many days, you as I feel bad. I would.
Hey man, sorry.
Yeah, because the government will saw the government from far distance. Well, our late part of or the living in the Johnson brought the government to also all rejected it. And those people are in the country, in the Nimba country, they are the more educated people and the put people to power that will fill us that this is fine. That yellow machine. The first 19 are coming to now. All our 19 will clear cancer first. Thank you very much.
Let me get on to the next caller. The female line right here to us. Well, Atif, hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, my name is Main.
Yeah.
I'm calling from before.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I want to tell the Libanians, they waka where you're brought to power. Now you're getting ready for you. And you say you get power. The Jeremiah man that he didn't want to bring in the people. And you say you get control devil, you get all those things. We won't get to about control devil, but almost sure waka how you're powerful. Because waka they respect all the law. Now the machine where you draw now you say when they got the man can say you bring in the machine, you bring your husband down. He got that there. So I really want you to show yourself to waka your stand away from waka and get my apple. And what I want to tell the whole world, my president, Javia, he's not going to the I am going to the He's not going nowhere because the people can wish. They want to do something.
Okay. Okay, Mama. We'll talk that one. We'll talk that one. Okay, we'll talk that one. All right, we'll talk that one, Mama.
The Nimania, you must stand back.
Okay.
Just stand back.
All right.
Don't wait for Jeremiah and Waka. Waka did not care for nobody. We are here for each other.
All right.
They're talking about people working with Waka. Waka is a wicked man.
All right.
Let me tell you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. We can hold you at that. Thank you so much, Mama. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Ebi.
Yeah, please go ahead, Chief.
Thank you all so much for the again. You know, the English spoken by the old man concerning the hidden eviction. The saltwater goat are one. Looking at the Ministry of Transport producing genuine plate that can reflect.
Okay.
That's another hidden inflation. Then furthermore, looking at the PHP part and then trying to break it at the time that the fabric cable.
Yeah.
That's another hidden inflation. You see? So looking at his own house sitting down the alley and then still building, constructing another one, that's also another hidden
inflation. Yeah.
You see? So when he came out with the English, I think he just shooting everything. He never appreciate anybody. And this way, that's also a hidden vision. So that's it.
All right.
The English
it's suiting. You're right about that. Thank you so much. And hidden inflation. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, Evi, good day.
Yeah, how you doing? Please go on.
I'm fine, Evi. This is David King, and I join you from a San Jose resident.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, Evi, what do you expect for someone who has failed in his entire life? Their comments is that, look, you cannot live all of your life for your youthful days being government. It did not be anything matter for anyone to see and say what kind of successful man, being a young person who works in government and you got old, nothing, absolutely nothing you can see. Mr. Parker served as the second most powerful person in the country for 12 uninterrupted years. What did you see? After 3 years, Waka told you to leave home. Waka started begging all over the place. You have people like Henry Costa there, the Waterspoon there, putting him on down on a monthly basis. So that is to tell you that Mr. Waka will not do anything for something in our country. And I want to urge every taxi driver, keke rider, motorbike rider, we all should ride it. We all should ride it. Whether you got a private car, let us ride to the occasion and say no to the traffic management team. John Oboti has gone to the court, the justice in Chimo has given him the right for him to operate. But Mr. Waka, yes, the justice in Chimo has given the right for John Oboti to operate. But Waka don't want to agree. Okay? So today you see the guy taking her metal sheet and cutting it, rubbing yellow pin, orange pin on it, and making lighting plates all of it. Because they wanted to take the man plate, the man refused. All right? They wanted to take it, the man refused. So we can't have that kind of thing going on. Whenever the court says yes, Waka said no. We can't have a lawless president here serving over us as a country and people. So we need to rise to this occasion and say no to Waka. We said no to society. We said no to violation of our constitution because it is only the constitution that protects every one of us in this country, whether foreigner or Liberian. So if our laws are now upheld, if the investment want in a country, it will never come to us. So we got to say no to Mr. Waka because they may have failed. They better have no trademark anywhere. They better got nothing to sustain himself, neither to sustain the Liberian people. He listen to him bleeding. This is a man who choose the vice president or the current minister. So that is the thing. Waka don't know the way forward. He told us that we took men joy and gave it to God. Now that the people took the men joy and gave it to the man city, naturally, and he trying to ship blame all over the place. But we are saying to Liberians, let us all rise to the occasion. We shouldn't wait for 2029 because 2029, if 2029 will ever come, it will be late for us. Waka will not take us to our early graves before 2029. We need to rise up to the occasion. There's a need that will come up with a popular uprising against the government. Thank you.
All right. Right. This is it right here on this very day. We are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Hello, what are you doing? Hello? Okay.
Hello,
please go ahead quickly. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Me, I got nothing to say. If I get money now, wait till Nigerian people rich. Maybe I'll come in pay house for you in Ghana with swimming pool on a radio station. I'll transfer in Ghana. Ghana, you'll be there to be talking because winter no good journalist here. Oh. God bless you and give you long life. Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, viewer, thank you very much, viewer Evie. Thank you for the topic on discussion. Actually, we not blame Baka for what he's doing to the Nigerian people, but we will only be patient. Always tell the Nigerian people to be patient and wait for 2029. Can you imagine when we were telling them about Baka? We knew Baka from a one very intelligent, the pair that Baka went almost like the children of Israel. We go to them, our bring king for you, they say no, we need our own king. And God say, who the king? He said, so God said, no problem, you go ahead. You have to. And when Saul started to cheat them back, they went back to God. God said, no, you go ahead.
Hello? Well, I'm still talking Dr. Connie for the country of West Point. Everybody, well, those people for me, again, when you are having talk for me, I want to cover my ear. Anytime I get related by the people, you get me, we are people are the administrator, I can cover my ear. But no way, here, then have that. The last time yesterday, I listened to somebody telling that we have some woman right off. The people that were for that are the people who right off. And when they're waiting for all the other time, the other somebody calling on school as a criminal water school calling that CDC, the opposition, some of the kind of get up. The now opposition pushes up all that. So it's up all that. The people that fought all that when they last all that is for now. When they're waiting for all the waiting we can do, we go for 2029. We go to the political ride or what to get our political blow to them. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Every time President Mohammed in a court for down Coast Spoon Hill, winter committee. This is the result of the 144,000 votes that were given to President Boakai for Nimba County. Is he playing the people of Nimba County with demonization? Is this why he's trying to tell the people of Nimba? Is he restoring this land issue in Nimba to prove what? What is he trying to prove? How will he solve it when the 10 predecessors declare the place as as a government entity? Why is he trying to prove? By Joe Boakai, you are destroying this country. And in my mind, the emergence of Boakai today, that the commerce minister is not doing well. He's the one appoint the commerce minister, and whenever they fail, that means he failed. In my mind, maybe but Joe Boakai just alluded to everything that we said about him, that he's grossly incompetent to run the affairs of this government. That's why he alluded to this. Telling us that he has failed, He has nothing to do. That's why he's shifting his responsibility to the vice president to take charge because he knows he has failed. This papi is a pathological failure from day one, the end of government up to now. $30 billion project in local country is unaccounted for. The P40 rights project that was given to President Do, it was another charade, and that's why he has come to prove it. This man is a complete failure. Thank you very much, Eddie, for always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on national issues. Thank you.
All right, thank you, my brother, for your contribution. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Eddie. How are you?
Fine, boss. Go on. Let's.
This is Mama Guitar and the Morris movement. Let me really commend you. You know, Eddie, the way I see the President Joseph Nimba, he just want to play the title the way Joe Biden did in America. He want to run away to be a vice president 2029. Because he said he knew that Lebanon people suffer. Eddie, let people told the Lebanon people that when the person we are going to leave the executive mansion, it was going to be the end of the Lebanon people suffering. But today, Eddie, it's a small hardship in the time yet. So the people trying to run away. 2029, the people will run away. He lead a vice president on the battle because he know. If the President Joseph Nimba will finish his job, all the money will kind of stay. That he know that Lebanon people tie with him. And they get high, you notice it. Anywhere he go now, like that speech, he has given it to the black people. He know. So, and the only day, they play a game the way Joe Biden did in America. He felt like he's not able to do it. He said bad president on the sea. The end of the day, when the bad president was fought by Donald Trump, the bill was a little bit compromised. But President Joseph Nimba come by here 2029. Like, do you will beat the papi? He will not even get away. The people disappointed in the market today, everywhere you go there. Get to the market book and be the court today. And no generate your place in market ground because they know that.
No, the marketplace is over. Nothing has changed there. So going to the market.
So thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay, marketplace, nothing has changed there substantially. So going there, it will just be monotonous. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you. Hello? Yeah, hello, please go on. Let's listen to you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm getting you clearly.
Yeah, please go on.
Yeah, this is Yapa.
Okay. Yapa, go on. We're getting you.
You can get me now, right?
We are getting you. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
Yapa, the play is bad. Very terrible. Sorry. Hello, how are you doing? You can call by if you came, my brother. Hello? Hello? Another network problem. This side, so let me get on to the female line. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, hello, ma'am. Let's hear from you, please.
Hello?
Yeah, hearing you.
Yes, this is my brother calling from the.
Okay.
Yes, maybe this man here, you know, Waka is smart as he said. The man said, the business people are here because they are smart. And he himself too, he's smart. Now why you want in Lofa and show the people all the means for them, so they should see. But when they see, they should help the liberate people. We're going to help them. They Waka, that one made Joe Saki, they made your Waka, that made your Waka. That one made Joe Saki, that check it tells me when he was so heavy PRC. Yeah, he's smart. That one he took that code there and then made go fat with his soil water, as the people always say, so that he's selling for good money. You see? So Waka is a smart criminal. So the business people, the way they smart, that Waka is smart.
Okay.
Then he government. We saw Kura Musuka. And he came to power, he made sure that woman, yes, when he took, he freed that woman. Shaka Sherry, 3 early time, West Point, that is what they shot on his finger. The man, the solar man, that killed Shaka, he brought a man on board. I say that he caused it, yes, to be one of the big men. What God make it? That man that killed thousands of people. See what he did. Yes, God born making all go. Because this man here, he's the worst criminal.
Promoya, he brought Promoya up. What was easy number?
Okay. Thank you, mommy, for your contribution. I don't know. Elo, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you very much. Maybe I will ask Bwaka. What time after Bwaka when they know that they take her? I will ask you, Palestinian. What's the president? We are not able to run it. So they her NGO, we take what NGO go. Why Bwaka say what against the investor, against the NGO? They say, what time you get to know that the country had today? That people are suffering, in telling the comment minister, what time you get to know? Let me tell you, Bwaka is feel like people. And this is great to see because the family run here and they want to run the country. Can you imagine, President? We are working government. The first year, see how the men the country, you want the country on the nation, on the land. See how the our president manage the country. He managed the country with all the systems of protect that they protect this. He never listen to the tractor. He will carry development. People stay with better. People eating in their houses. Men are got for the 2-year experience, no code day, no anything. Let's suffer today. A chocolate today, yeah, so you found food to eat, not easy. So I want to ask you whether you get to know that man, the country is very hard. Let me tell you, that when people you see for yourself, I will tell you all that. Let me tell you it. There's a broken enemy when they go to you. That's why we agree, as we agree. Let's see the thing that you pour into this, and the Nimba can put your lesson to me to them. What can I do? What can I mean? Chakra between Kyo and the Matingo. He will tell us, if you say, when I'm making new land, they left for the Matingo post. Just maximum water there. You will get it. So now the Matingo post supporting them there. They never tell us, you when I'm making new land. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Let's watch and see. But we think he knows about it. That Ellen tried her best to settle the dispute. It didn't work. Maybe he's coming in now to make that work. Ellen, how are you doing?
Hey, Abby, how you doing?
Yeah, fine. Please go on quickly.
Yeah, Abby, when you were discussing Bwakai, Bwakai, all of what Bwakai is doing, Abby. Jeremiah Kun is not a smart guy. Jeremiah Kun think that when Bwaka pointing to some of these things that he said go and do, it's not he just think it is promotion. But he failed to realize that Bwaka is undermining his ascendancy to the presidency. Look, Ebi, Bwaka don't forgive you. Jeremiah Kun sat down in a studio and said on OK FM that Bwaka were wearing pampers.
Right.
That mind, that thing is in Bwaka hair. Bwaka know that he not fit to go to 2029 election. The Labra will not look at his face. But he don't want for Jeremiah Kun to ascend to that presidency. And so that's why he reactivated that Nimba land. That people have been trying to make sure that this thing, let's live together as one. The Nimba people have been talking. Now the people living together, they are peace. They're forgetting. You see what Bwaka is doing now is to bring that issue back up. When it hit Nimba County, then the division will stand up. Okay. Then the Nimba people will start to ask. The Mama and Kyo people will start to ask where the VP is. What is his decision? What the contribution? That Bwaka may start flooding into VP office. So all of what Bwaka is doing is to honor Jeremiah Kun, his excellency to the presidency, because he accused him of wearing pampers.
Okay.
But Jeremiah Kun
let's watch and see. That's a salient point.
So nothing he's doing. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Ebi.
No, you're right.
My name is Musa G. Brown.
Yeah, you sense it right. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
All right, Musa. Thank you for your contribution. We appreciate that. We are certainly getting there. We got 5 more minutes to go. Elo, how are you doing?
Will you hear me?
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Can you ever my brother? The official spokesperson for the Brent movement. Maybe I don't know why the public really take power. Because yesterday that you said everything on a president. We are on correct. That was all the things that were happening. That people were suffering. And then you are come down to liberate them, to take them from where they are joining, to put them on the right path. And you are telling you that you disappointing. You disappointing yourself because why?
the way of president you.
Yeah.
So seriously, the biggest mistake I ever made is to make the president in this country. The past president they eating money that we say, but this other one, and we are saying maybe they go beyond our repair. Because it can be your president, then to people together to manage to be united. When you are putting people down, your head that scatter all over. You are fighting all over on your regime. The people are suffering, you see me. Then you are just appointing somebody who you appointed, that's going to take care of you NYC. They said the people are still a year there. This day is on zero. You know, in this country. Only for someone here in Bain, nothing in your land. Nothing, zero.
Okay.
The people you just said there will be wasted for nothing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution. We appreciate that. And we are certainly getting there. 3 more minutes and we can manage here. And we are certainly getting there. And we've got all things are possible. Let's get onto the WhatsApp line and then we'll get onto the line. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, my brother AB?
Fine, please go on.
And to mama like you, this is Joseph calling from New York. Brother, you have said it, man. No, Joseph Boaka, you are the logo of daily inflation. You are the real logo because you were down. That's what they call healing inflation, because that was the healing inflation that people bought. You were sick. You redeemed yourself through the Liberian people. That's healing inflation for the Liberian people. You are the logo for the healing inflation, Bobby Broker, and you don't know.
I like that.
Well, brother, God bless you.
All right. Thanks so much for your contribution. So we pick one just from the female line and then be able to wrap it up and then we'll be out of here. But we've got all things are possible and we are certainly getting there. And I can assure you that we are getting there. We will get there, whether we like it or not. God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you, and we'll certainly get there. I don't care what happens. All right, folks, we are here, and we are here together doing what we can. Let's get on. Where do I just go? Conclude from? Okay, let me line will do. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Just trying something. I said, let me go through. Tell me what I go through. Maybe my name is Eddie P. calling from Chicken Soup Factory.
All right, Eddie P. Let's hear from you.
You know, maybe sometimes I've said it is a wrong thing for people to give somebody 50-year-old man power. Maybe a lot of things go on in our country. Maybe I will continue to tell you, I say for me, I like for the government to suppress the Liberian people. You know what? Every time they suppress the Liberian people, I sit in my home, I feel happy. Because if you tell somebody something, our age, we don't know how to vote in this country. We will all bear the consequences of voting in this country. If somebody can continue to lie to you, look at what is coming happening in my country today. If I would not rejoice on that. I will rejoice. No, Ebi, I will be one of the more happiest person, Ebi, for the government to do it. So even the last person in Himakati, and then when Joseph Bata want to do it, Ebi, it will be in a big interest. So Joseph Bata, congratulations again. Thank you, good, Papa. You working for the Liberian people. We see it. Continue to do your good. You understand it? If president, if our president, you know, Ebi, sometimes they really want to use some words on the Papa, only because of the show. So be blessed, Papa. No, Ebi, to be honest, so that you know, Ebi, that you know one thing, you know, you get. I get one respect for the people to be honest, Ebi. So what? How our president will be Ghana or nation this way, Ebi? Go in the market hot today. Our people in actual property, you break it home. Do you know how many wood are people they pay damage? You don't want Christian Papa. You just go to eat president of our country. The Papa will feel away. I was telling you, Papa, let them walk away. You will feel away. Thank you, may God bless you.
And then we are certainly getting there. Folks, that's all the time we've got tonight. So tomorrow we're going to be back, God willing, and we'll be concluding tomorrow's edition as well. And Friday we jump in again. Diaspora Talk. And so with God being on our side, with no fear, no favor, some of these things we just throwing lights on them so that you get to know how your country has been wrong or how your president is performing. and how other key members within the opposition community are performing as well. These are all of the highlights and of course updates we gave you, so that at the end of the day, 2029, when that time shall come, and it shall come, when you are about to make your decision to determine that President, His Excellency Ambassador George Manawiya returns to power, you're not going to make it too difficult for him. You're going to make it very, very easy for him. That's why we're doing these things. So it's important. Thank you so much for being there. Do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.
Ndakambuka nasima wanani mweya uri mupenyu mumuviri zvakawanda zvandakapfura asi ndakamira handina kuwira pane mazuva ndakafunga kupera